Well, good morning all. This is the third attempt I've made at making a video. Every time I go for a ride something happens, it rains or it's too windy and I just couldn't be bothered. Getting too old, I think. Anyway, so leaving Kyogle, going over to Grafton to meet up with Mark, and then after that we're going to go up the old Grafton Glen Innes Road and camp up there tonight and then go out west. Couple of new things to the bike. I've put a new spring in it. I'll show you how bad the old one was. The bumper on it was totally rooted and the spring yeah, was a standard spring and it wasn't much good. I put a shimmy in the bottom which compressed the spring a bit, which did work a little bit, but nothing like this new spring. It's changed the dynamics of the motorbike completely. Cornering doesn't bottom me up now, so I'm running hard now Scout tyres, and I've only been able to put the narrower ones on, which is I don't know what they are, but yeah. So I'm going to go up the next size, go a bit wider, because now the bike can handle it, which is a good thing. So other than that, what else have I done? No, that's about it. Bike's running really good. I've brought a second-hand carby off a wrecked bike that's only done 4,000, 5,000 k's. And I'm going to put in this bike. This bike is starting to use a bit of fuel, and we've tried everything to try and work out why, and it looks like, you know, there's a few things in the slide and the jets and the seats and everything, and the carby's starting to wear out a bit. So, you know, for $100, put a new carby in it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, well, no harm done. So nice day today, a little bit windy, 20 knot winds. Go over to Casino, fill up, and then down to Grafton. So see you later on the trip. So here we are on the oh, Mark just said drift, start recording. He's got a drift, he's still old school. Oh, there's a tunnel up here which is pretty cool. Righto, back on the road. Just coming in a little, used to be an old gold town, this one, wasn't it, Mark? Dalmorton. They've had gold, found gold here years ago. Yeah, this is the river down near Dalmorton. Some campers here. Beautiful little spot. Not for us, we're going to go to our old spot. There's firewood there. Bloody tennis court. Here's the tunnel the slaves dug out. There's always a big ass hole in the middle of the bloody tunnel full of water. Oh, this is going to be nasty. Yeah, now I'm deaf. Dusty old road. Love it. Mark and I flying up the road, then all of a sudden no signage, and then this big fucking mound of dirt in the middle of the road. That's dodgy. Now we're on the wrong side of the road and it's all slippery. Oh shit, a brick. Oh, no, I got it, I got it. Holy Jesus. Loose as a goose, I nearly lost it. It's loose and wet. Hi guys, just pulled up camp at a campsite just out of Glen Innes on the old Glen Innes highway. We've camped here before. Last time we camped to Buggery up there. As you can see, the fires come through here earlier this year and it's pretty, still fairly burning up. But yeah, here's our campsite for tonight. It's not a bad little campsite. Wish these birds would fuck off. I shit all over my new tent, but anyway. Yeah, Mark's set up there. That's our old tent, the Caribou, the 2-up. That's one of them round ones that just pop up. That's a good tent. And this is my new baby. It's a Zempire Zeus. It's just an amazing tent. You can get in and out both sides. Vegetables, the bathtub in it, the thing around the bottom. It's really huge. Just a great tent. I've got a new sleeping bag too, which will be tried out tonight because it's going to get about 2 degrees. But it's a fairly good campsite. Fairly good campsite indeed. Anyway, see you later on. Hey guys, just going to do a very quick review on this Zempire Zeus tent. Usually don't do reviews because everyone else does them, but it's that good of a tent. I just thought I'd tell you a couple of things about it. For a start, the water rating on it is insane. The floor is 5,000 millimeters, and the top is 3. Another thing is the vegetables on it are huge. You can get in both sides. It's freestanding, and the best thing about it is the bathtub. See how high up it comes here? Most tents come probably 10-15 centimetres. That's about 30-40 centimetres. So when you're sleeping, your feet hit here, they're not going to get wet overnight. Today Saturday, just leaving the campsite here. An hour ago wasn't a cloud in the sky and now it's just starting to sprinkle, but it's going to go around us I think. So both feeling a little bit seedy. And going to go into Glen Innes and have brekkie and then decide where we're going to go. It's going to be a very go slow day today. Alright, talk to you later. We are at Inverell, just stopped at the local restaurant to get some breakfast. Had the day off yesterday. It was bloody about 4 degrees, raining, sleeting, dangerous. Both of our bikes have got tyres on them that are only just, so we didn't want to ride in the rain. So we're off to Boomi now, up through Ashford, do a couple of back roads and see where we'll go from there. Alright, bikes are going well as always. Rear shock's the best thing I've ever done to the bike, I would say. or up there with it anyway. Ready to go, dickhead? Yeah. There we go. So just on the road, Yetman Road, between Yetman and Inverell. Been an awesome ride out this way. Haven't been this way before, we don't think. Yeah, a couple of roos jumped out in front of us. Bikes are going well. Beautiful day, 10 degrees. Fucking freezing. Yeah. Alright, off to Yetman. Coming into Bulgabilla. Been windy and cold, about 10 degrees, but it's still beautiful ride through here. Bruxon Highway. Don't think it's a very big place. Alright, well that's Bulgabilla. Taking a detour through a paddock to get back onto the main road. Could be wet. Yeah, it's a little bit loose. Yeah, a bit of a ride. Yeah, well, it's sneaky. Yeah. Righto, here we go. We're turning off the Bruxon Highway onto Gunsynd Road towards Mundingi. And that's the Queensland border up there, and the fuzz are up there stopping everyone. No, we can't get in, we'd have to quarantine, yeah. Yeah. Boomi 82, that's our destination. And we turn left here. This is a new road for us, so this is good. Righto. A few emus are just out of Boomi, about 50 k's out of Boomi. First ones we've seen out here. Heap of babies. I couldn't turn the GoPro on quick enough. Doesn't matter. They're only bloody chook size. They'd be still good eating. Righto. Beautiful day for a ride. Not the GoPro will bring that up, but that's a big paddock. There'll be a few hundred acres in that. That is massive. Just an idea of how big these wheat farms are out here. We have been travelling now for 5-6 minutes or so, and it's as far as you can see. And it's just coming to an end now, so it'll be 1,000 acres or more, probably a lot more. It's crazy. Boomi, this is Boomi. Hello, we've got a showground. Yeah. Never been to this place, so it'll be interesting to see what it is like. hot artesian spa and cold pools, and that's where, not this street, the next one. A nice little place. Bit of stuff going on here. Shop's empty and closed down like most places out west. Pub's not open on a Sunday. Doesn't matter. Closed. Shop. Yep, this is us. This is the caravan park, and the artesian pools are attached to the caravan park, I believe. Wouldn't it suck if they're not open on a Sunday? That would really suck. Righto. We'll assess and get back to you. Alright, so here we are at Boomi, or Boomi. A local just got up us. It's called Boomi, not Boomi. We were going to go for a swim, but we have decided not to because the pool doesn't open until 2 o'clock. So it opens from, what did you say? 9 to 12, and then they close for 2 hours, and then it's open back from 2 to 5. But anyway, yeah, anyways, there we are. Boomi up here. I was looking down here, but Boomi's up here on the Queensland border. So now we're just going to go down here and campsite in there a little bit. Coming into Garage. Put some fuel in the bike. Oh, turning right to get some fuel. Another old shop shut down. Post office, wow. And the fuel, it's 24-hour fuel, I believe. It's a card one, so that's really cool. Pretty good price. Oh, it's only I thought $1.26, that's cheap, but it's only 91. So righto, a little picnic area in here. This is where we're going to go to have a bit of a look at. What's it called? River Bend Picnic Area. Bit of a road down there. There is a creek down here, Mark. Looks a bit like Camel Wheel. Here's a campsite, 10 k's out of Mundingi. It's not a bad little site. Wolfhead's getting tea ready. Mark's got his set up there. Pretty good. And just over here, got the abbey pots in, crayfish pots, mini lobsters, whatever you want to call them, and the dirty old creek down there. It is dirty, but the crayfish, the abbeys love that. So, see how we go later. Still a bit windy, but all in all, pretty perfect day. Make up for the shitty weather we had yesterday. But can't always be perfect. Not a bad sight. Boomi Creek campsite. Fairly nice little campsite. Little creek down there we'll put the abbey pots into. And we've come across this once before. I'll just pick a random piece of ground just here, say. No. There you go. Look at them. Look at the burrs on them. That's insane. So, Mark's got a good canvas. because I've got the new tent to go underneath the tents. I haven't, so I've just cut a layer of grass to put down to protect my air mattress and bottom of my tent. I'll know in the morning if it works. One of the other good things about the Zeus Empire tent, other than everything else I've told you, is if it's hot, you can just sleep with the fly mesh up. It's water resistant, not waterproof, so it'll stop a few drops. And it's really, really fine, so not even the little gadgets will get through that. Really good tent, really easy to put up. Like I said, the best thing about it, or one of the best things, is the huge, the side walls are huge. Just an awesome tent. Boomi Creek River. Fuck. I should start again, but I won't. I got the Abbey pots in, just used meat. Oh shit, we've got a couple. Cool, cool, cool. They're a good size too. So we just crack their heads off, and we will we'll crack their heads off.
Put their heads back in.
And put the heads back in. There he is. Whoa, so that's why they call them blue claw. So, crack their nips off.
Then they can't bite you.
Then they can't bite you. Then you crack their heads off. And then that's what we eat, that piece there. Pull his spine out.
And it'll attract the next one.
Yep, his brothers will come and eat him.
Oop, he volunteered that one.
Mini lobsters. Oh, look at him pissing off down the hill. Get back here, you dirty little sucker. Righty. He's a fighter. Look at him go. Wait a minute. That little bugger. He's a good size too. Good size, good size.
Ooh.
Just like a bull ant if they bite you. They're bloody. So there's frig all meat in the head, so there's no point in keeping it.
And you run out of room.
Yeah, when you cook them.
To cook them.
Half the size now.
So leave that in there.
Leave that in there.
Because they will eat each other when they once a year they shell themselves, as in exfoliate. And when they do that, they become very vulnerable, and they'll actually eat each other at that time of year.
Nice.
You don't throw it too far in, just so it's just underwater, because they like the warmer water, which is actually higher up on the surface. So you go to the shallow parts. I like the shallow.
Nice, shallow.
Let's go and have a look at another.
Rightio, preheat the pan and some salmon. Oh, listeners of that. And all the veggies out the front.
I've been cooking for about 15 minutes.
Nice. It's warm at 2.1 degrees. And it's a bit cold. Ice on the seat. Just got 40 yabbies, 40 blue claw. Pull them all apart.
Put about 15 back.
Yeah, put a few back. And that's going to be the cook up there. Big claws. Look at him, he's a monster. Couple eggs on toast in the fry pan. Perfect for 2 slices of bread. Awesome work. Good morning all. Second last day on the road. Just starting the bikes up, warming them up. Not a bad campsite at all last night. Got 40 odd yabbies as you would have seen from the video. There's my bed of grass to stop the bloody burrs coming through. That's unreal. It was a win because my mattress was still pumped up this morning, so that was worth the effort. Nothing worse than waking up in the morning with a bloody flat bed. Anyway, fire's been put out and we're on the road. Bikes are going well. Back home tomorrow night, back to Coffs Harbour. Everything's going really good. Thought we'd come across this back way to Moree. I've got 20 k's of dirt, it's not too bad, it's a beautiful ride. Just starting to get a bit rough now, but up until now it's been pretty good. Bit of silo art just on the way to Manila, about 2 k's out of, what is it, Mark? Harbour. Pretty cool, a lot of work in that. Water diviners, or they're just picking sticks up, one of the two. Just coming into Manila. Left campsite this morning and it's about 2:30 now. So the campsite we're going to tonight's the other side of Manila. It's a free campsite on Wiki Camps. I thought I'd been to Manila, but I don't think I have. Supposed to turn left here, but I'm going to do a blocky just to check the town out. Have not been here. What a beautiful little place. What a beautiful place. And that was Manila, so cross between Nemo and bloody Tweety Bird, that is. This is the road from Manila to Bendemeer. We are really sure the last time we done this it was bitumen. It doesn't really matter, it's been gravel all the way. It's fairly chopped up, very corrugated, but the scenery is just bloody awesome. So we'll pop into Bendemeer. We're going to try and camp along creek bank somewhere along this road, but it's all private property, so you can't really do that. So we'll pop into Bendemeer and find out what's going on in there. There is a place you can camp, but all the grey nomads are usually there, so just wait and see. For such a shitty road, it's fairly busy. We've passed about 10 cars. Wow, so this is Bendermere. Did not expect that. Haven't been in this way before. And by God, it is cold. Unbelievably cold. Last night of this little trip we've done. This is a place called Woolbrook, just out of Walker, 20 k's, what would it be, west of Walker, on the Oxley Highway. So not a bad little setup here. Not much firewood, but other than that it's pretty awesome. Got a crapper up there, and a nice little creek. In summer we stayed here last year, actually it was last year, before we went to Ayers Rock, and had a swim in this creek, and it's pretty bloody awesome actually. So yeah, last night, and back to work on Wednesday, back to Coffs tomorrow and work Wednesday. Sucks, but anyway, all good. Good morning. Bit of a cold night last night. Nice one, tent. Crazy. Nice fall, I think. Pack up and back to Coffs Harbour. Good morning all. Here we are at the Woolbrook campsite, just packed up. Big frost, -4, freezing cold. But with the new sleeping bag and stuff, it wasn't too bad at all. It was cold, but it wasn't freezing. So we're just gonna pop into Walker and have breakfast, and then back through Uralla, Armidale, back down the Dorrigo Mountain, back into Coffs Harbour about 4 o'clock. So, and that'll be the end of the 4-day trip. Bikes went well. Nothing really to report on the trip other than yeah, the rear shock on the bike was the best investment we've ever done. Yeah, there it is there. I would say, knowing what I know now, if I was going to do one mod on the bike, it would be the rear shock first. No doubt in my mind whatsoever. Righto. We will see you on the road.